So free water is built to play with no energy. I personally really enjoy decks where I have to do something sideways to make things work. So I had a Vespa Queen deck back in older Pokemon 2018, I think. There you had to use the Battle Compressor, and so that's the sort of idea that we're looking at here. Our first package is Cramorant, which is a Lost Zone package. And so we have Chorus's Experiment and Lost Blender and Lost Vacuum to get things into the Lost Zone. And Cramorant's Lost Provisions ability lets it attack if we have 4 more cards in the Lost Zone. It could do 110 damage. That's not affected by weakness. So this is, I thought, was Plan B. Some of the folks in the Tricky Gym Discord helped me out and made me realize this is Plan A, the Lost Zone package. The Plan B, which is what I was really excited about, was this cast form plan. So both of these cast forms have the weather reading ability. The weather reading ability says if you have 8 or more stadium cards in your discard pile, ignore all energy in this Pokemon's attack cost. So this deck has an extraordinary amount of stadiums because we just want to put as many stadiums as we can in the discard pile. If we get 8 or more stadiums in the discard pile, we can do 120 with the cast form. Unfortunately, I can't use that attack the next turn. Or we have the raining form cast form that's really just used as like a free attacker. It does 20 to everything. This isn't really a spread deck, but it's just kind of a free retreat and an extra bonus. You can do an extra 20. It's a big trainer. The most important card for this side is Clay. I'd never even seen this card before. Clay lets you discard the top 7 cards of your deck, and if any of those cards are items, you can put them into your hand. Because I don't have any energy, it means I have a lot of item cards. So when I'm playing Clay, oftentimes that means that I'm drawing 5 useful cards, and then the things that aren't useful often are the stadiums that need to go in a discard pile anyway. Pokestop, I imagine many of you are familiar with as well. Pokestop lets us discard the top 3 cards of our deck and then pick up any item cards. That also does exactly what needs to happen for this deck to get this one. So I've got the usual support Pokemon we'd see for a usual water package, except for none of the energy accelerants because I don't believe in energy. And so the plan is play Cramorant, get it rolling with these cards. Hopefully get cast form online and then just try to keep recurring them as quickly as I can.
All right. On our side of the table, we get to play the other freest deck in water, and that's Swim Freely. And Robert mentioned some of the accelerants that water has. Those are stage 2, so we don't got time for that. So we're going to be playing Finian instead, which is a 50 HP basic, which basically lets us attach energy to any Pokemon that has the Swim Freely attack, hence the name of the deck. So we're playing some more water Pokemon than you might see in the traditional water list. We've got Seeking here, whose Aqua Horn does 60 plus 30 for each water energy attach. So it's kind of like a decent Hydro Pumper, but of course, most notable is the Swim Freely attack. We've also got a Dugong in here, which is quite also another rare Pokemon. The Flow Return says that we shuffle water energy from our Pokemon back into our deck, and we do 40 damage times each one that we shuffled back. So it's kind of a way to conserve energy. It's going to be interesting to see how the Dugong plays on the whole, especially since we don't have to hit big numbers in your deck. The other big one is this Seadra here. And the Hydro Jet attack does 20 damage to one of my opponent's Pokemon for each energy attached to it. And it's a snipe attack, so we can do it not just to the active, but to the bench as well. So those are our Swim Freely Mons. Of course, we got Inteleon and Octillery, like we mentioned. There's a little bit of some extra things going on in this deck, because we do have the Empoleon that once we've discarded it into the discard pile, if we have no cards in hand, we can draw to get it back. So it's also got the Water Arrow attack, which is 1 energy 60 to one of my opponent's Pokemon. It's pretty interesting, especially if we can get it going early. And of course, since we're going to be discarding cards like that in Empoleon, we're playing Archie's, which Archie's is just like one of the sweetest cards that I've never played. Basically, if your hand is empty, you play it. You draw up to 5, and you put any Pokemon from your bench or from your discard pile onto your bench. So pretty sweet. That's Swim Freely. Heads or tails? What you got?
Heads.
I think we want to go second always. We got Seal in the active.
Got Sobble.
All right, start us off, my friend.
All right. Draw for turn. All right, I'm going to start with a battle compressor. Get all my bad stadiums out of my deck. All right, putting Rose Tower, Old Cemetery, and Primordial Altar into my discard pile. All right, I'm going to play Lily Spooky Doll.
All right.
I'm going to play a... Be very nice and have a floatstone on here to get cards out of my hand. I'm going to play a Jubilite Village, which lets me draw until I have 5 cards. Oh, no, that's wrong. I shuffle my hand into my deck and then draw 5 to end my turn. Do I want these enough? I do not want these. So I'm going to end my turn by shuffling my hand into my deck and drawing 5.
Yep. Well, while you're doing that, we will go ahead and draw for turn. This is gonna maybe help you out a bit, but let's actually start with a buddy pop in. Maybe Space Beacon up and running early here. Remoraid so that I can keep drawing. Then I'm going to drop down a Brooklet Hill. And we'll use Brooklet Hill. And let's go and get another basic, because we just have all the Pokemon search in our opening hand here. It's pretty busted. I'm not going to grab Finian here. I think it's important not to bench Finian until I have some evolutions in play, just so that I can, not make it susceptible to getting like a boss KO or something like that, or even spread by something else. I just think don't play Finian until you're ready to start attaching. It's a basic. You don't have to worry about evolving it. That's the great thing about Finian. So let's attach an energy to Seal here. And we are just going to headbutt for 10.
Headbutt for 10. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. All you after that.
All right. I'm going to draw for turn. All right. I'm going to play Cramorant to the bench. I'm going to use your Brooklet Hill to search for a basic Pokemon. Get that bench barrier. Get him an Affy.
All right. Yeah, we were thinking about getting Seadra next turn, but Manaphy definitely stops us from that.
All right, I'm going to play Tapu, so I'm going to look at the top 6 cards in my deck, put 2 of them in my hand, and then discard the others. I'm going to have a Pokemon League headquarters in my hand. I like having the things in the stadiums in the discard pile, but I think against pretty much anyone's deck that uses energy, then we need to have Pokemon League headquarters. So I think that I want to have... I'll just take Trekking Shoes, so I get another card.
That's 5 stadiums already. This is like, what, turn 2 of the game?
So then I'm going to play Trekking Shoes to look at the top card of my deck. And then I can either put it in my hand or I can put it in my discard pile. This is not the right cast form. This is the one that just does 20 spread damage. But I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to go ahead and... wondering if it's more likely, if I have a bench beer, I think the right call is to go ahead and play it. I think if I didn't, I probably would keep my hand. I guess in would be a reason. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and play Pokemon League headquarters.
Yeah, bump that Brooklet Hill.
Yep. Said. So everybody's attacks cost more. And that is unfortunately my turn.
All right, we'll draw here. So let's go Evolution. At Empoleon. So let's Nest Ball. To be free first.
You do get to be free first.
So Finian. Artillery first here. So let's draw 2 cards. Let's attach an energy here. Yes. Attach a Horsey. Let's Ultra Ball away Kingdra and Seeking. I think I want to get the Seadra here. So let's Professor's Research. Discard nothing in our hand and draw 7.
And not like the best feeling playing the whole game.
It's so good, right? There's literally no downside. Plus we drew Hisuian Heavy Ball and we got Starmie. Like, things are looking up for the free swimmers on this side. So we can finally grab that Sob and play it. Let's go... energy onto Seadra here. Let's discard an energy off of Seal and go up into the Seadra here. And yeah, let's just get the KOing stuff. Yeah, we'll do Hydrojet. We'll do 60, and you can only hit Saba because of your Mana Feed bench barrier here. Okay, take the prize.
Free Retreater up front. I gotta believe I'm gonna draw all the things that turn on Camarant, but maybe not.
I believe in it.
I'm gonna draw for turn. I'm gonna play Sophocles to discard 2 cards from my hand and lets me draw 4. I think that I have to discard Temple and Tropical Beach. Let's play Stadium Nav. All right, there's heads. All right, so 1 Stadium. Artisan. All right, this goes my hand. So I think that I want to make it so that I can search for Pokemon. All right, this is turned on. We did it, everybody. We have officially turned on the cast form before we turned on Cramorant.
You are the freest deck now.
I am officially the freest deck. I've taken it back. I don't know. You do get to swim freely. I am going to search for a basic. I think the Articuno needs to be it. Slap a muscle band on there.
Oh no, that's not good.
I'm going to go ahead and use Rainfall. So it does 50 your active and 20 all of your
We'll draw. Okay. We'll use our own Battle Compressor. Battle Compressor is going to get energy and I think Polion. Let's put this U-turn board, I think, on Starmie here. Discard an energy, or Quick Ball to get back 2 energy with Space Beacon from Starmie. We'll go ahead and use Ocean Accompaniment to put 1 onto Seadra. I think we're going to attach 1 to Seal for turn, and then we're going to use Octillery to draw 3. Yeah, let's just Hydrojet. We're going to do all the damage.
right.
Should be 80 cast form. Take a second prize.
Right. Cast form. So at this point, I think I need to stall until I get my Cramorant turned back on, or I can find a way to get the cast form up to start doing some things. Yes, I'll just search for my Remoraid. So I use Artisan to find my Remoraid.
I love that you're playing the Ion Pool. Like you can just discard a stadium and play. It's so on flavor for your deck.
I think I gotta pass. Be sad.
All right, we'll draw. So we're gonna Professor's Letter here first. Grab 2 energy. We can't keep investing in Seadra. That's for sure.
So I had a moment with this deck where I said, is doing 110 a turn or 120 a turn, is that even enough? And the answer is, if I had it right now, it definitely would.
Yeah, for our deck specifically, it would be very good. It's going to struggle against like a lot of other decks, like I'm thinking specifically Colorless or Grass that have bigger, tankier mons. But sometimes as long as you use Fion correctly, you should be in good positions. You got Muscle Band, Articuno here, and if you think about it, your cast form that spreads is like a Muscle Band that gives up a prize. Like it's going to do 20 to everything and it KO'd. So it's a Muscle Band for everyone. Let's do the play I was talking about. We're going to Goose them up Remoraid. We'll go up into Starmie. And we'll use the U-turn board to then retreat. I'm going to go ahead and work on my next attacker, which is Seal, sadly. That Dugong, not very good. It'd be doing a ton of damage right now. And then let's Hydrojet to the Remoraid.
Great. Good.
3 prizes, no backup attack.
All right. Walk on up there, doll. All right, I'm going to draw for turn. I will pass.
All right. Yeah, we'll give it a draw here. We drew the Dugon, so there's our other swim freer.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you're cooked. So especially because we're gonna BS Seeker for Guzma, do
Oh
the
yeah.
whole get Manaphy up, and then we'll take care of Manaphy, go down to 2 prizes. Then we have at least 1 prize on board.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So, you want to keep playing or you want to go to game 2?
Let's go to game two.
All right.